Hi guys, welcome to Shai's Asana. Today we have a full body core yoga flow. So make sure you have your water nearby, bring it to the mat, and let's get started in tabletop position. So in tabletop, you've got your shoulders stacked right over your elbows and over your wrists, and you've got your hips right over your knees. Find a neutral spine, and then on your inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your hips. Find that little back bend in cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, tucking your chin in, looking down at your navel for cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round your spine, cat pose. Inhale, drop your belly for cow. Exhale, round your spine for cat. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Good. Tuck your toes under, lift your kneecaps up, hold it there. Use your core. Really engage here and just continue to breathe as you hold it. Have a flat back here, just lifting those kneecaps up about 2 inches off the mat. Keep those shoulders right over the wrists. Continue to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, set your knees down, put your feet together, walk your hips back onto your heels and stretch out into child's pose, bringing your head down to the mat. Good, let's do that again. Push up into tabletop, open your feet, tuck your toes, push the mat away and lift your kneecaps only. Stay there with the kneecaps lifted as you breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, one more breath. Exhale, lower your knees down, back your hips up onto your heels and stretch out into tabletop, bringing your head down to the mat. So good. This time move forward into your tabletop and walk your hands a little bit further on the mat so you can bring yourself into plank on your knees. Try to kick your feet into your butt here. Really try to use those glutes to keep that connection between your backs of your thighs and your calves. Breathe here as you push the mat away, staying in our knee plank. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, kick those feet towards your hips. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, release your feet. Push back into your child's pose. We're going to do that again, but we're going to add on our little push-ups, so chaturanga. All right, let's get into it. Move forward. Walk your hands out just a little bit so that you can find a long spine from your crown to your tailbone and down to your knees. Kick your feet in towards your hips. So find that plank position on your knees. You're not in tabletop, you're in plank on your knees. Hold it here, pull that tummy in. Kick those feet really firmly into your hips. So you're really squeezing the glutes. Inhale, exhale, bend your elbows, lower halfway down. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, push up. Exhale, chaturanga, and up. 2 more, chaturanga, up. Last one, chaturanga, and up. Lower the feet down, hips back onto the heels, child's pose. Good. Move into tabletop. Tuck your toes under, lift your kneecaps, and send your hips up and back for your first down dog. You can walk the knees out here, lengthening the hamstrings, getting a stretch. Make sure to let your head hang heavy. Don't have any tension in your neck here. And try to get that tailbone up nice and high towards the ceiling. Then bend both of your knees, look forward, and step, or you can even hop to the top of the mat, taking your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back, arms come overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to plank, or you can hop straight to chaturanga. If you're in plank, lower to chaturanga, and then lower all the way to the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale as you peel your head, neck, and shoulders up. Come into cobra. Exhale, lower to the mat. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift your head, your heart, your shoulders. Push the tops of your feet into the mat and lift your kneecaps. And lower down. Third time's a charm. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift your head, your heart, your shoulders. If you want, you can actually lift your hips up, pulling your chest through and coming into up dog this time. On your next exhale, shift your hips up and back, tucking your toes, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, look forward, step or hop up to the top of the mat in between your hands for your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with the flat back, and then bring your arms down by your sides. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, swing your arms down, bring your right arm under your left. Cross at the elbows and bring the backs of the hands together, or wrap one more time at the wrists and find eagle arms. All right, once you find your eagle arms, sit your hips down, coming into chair pose. And from here, really try to shift the weight into your left leg so you can start to lift your right foot off the mat. Cross your right leg over your left leg. Keep your hips square facing forward. If you want to wrap again, you can wrap that right foot behind the left calf or left ankle. Eagle chair pose, Garudasana. Just find something to gaze at the wall in front of you to help you with your balance. And just breathe. Focus on the breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Go a little deeper. And then untwist your body. Keep your right knee lifted. Untwist your arms, bring them overhead. And then bending your left knee, shoot your right foot to the back of the mat, finding crescent lunge. Good. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Maybe sink a little deeper in that front knee. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Push the mat away and see if you can lift up the left heel, just the left heel. All right, lower it back down. Let's do that again. Push the mat away and lift up the left heel. Come up onto the ball of your left toes. All right, one more time. Push the mat away, lift up the left heel. All right, now lower the left heel. Now push the mat away and lift up the left foot so you curl it in towards your midline. All right, so your knee is lifted, your foot is lifted. Now set it back down. Let's do that again. Push the mat away, curl in that left foot, knee comes to chest. And then set it back down. Last time, curl in that foot, left knee comes into your chest. Now roll onto the inner edge of your right foot. So you're turning your torso a little to the right, lift your right arm up into the sky, and kick that left foot out in front of you for fallen triangle. Lift your hips up really high here. Keep breathing. Then bend the left knee, bring it into your chest as you release the right hand to the mat. Set the left foot down in between your hands, coming back into crescent pose. Lift your torso up, lift your arms. Just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the mat, framing your left foot. Push the mat away and lift up your left foot, curling your knee into your chest. All right, put the left foot back down. Let's do that again. Push the mat away, lift up the left foot. Put it down. One more time, push the mat away, lift up that left knee. This time, roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, twisting your torso to the left. Shoot that left foot back on top of your right foot and lift your left arm to the sky for side plank, Vashisthasana. Just breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, release the left hand to the mat. Step the left foot forward again in between the hands. All right, find your stability. And you're going to cartwheel your arms up. Release your right heel to the mat, warrior two. Check if you've got that heel to arch alignment. And just breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, turn your back knee out and your back foot out as you bend it, coming into a wide-legged squat. Both knees are bent, both toes point outward. Inhale, lift your arms overhead and straighten your legs. Exhale, come back to that squat, tee your arms out to the side. Inhale, lengthen, straighten, come up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale up. And exhale down, squat, temple squat. Inhale up. Exhale, temple squat. One more time up. Then come into your temple squat and stay there. Breathe here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your arms overhead. Turn your entire body and all 10 toes to the front of the room, coming into a crescent lunge. Back leg straightens, front leg is bent. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Step your left foot back to meet your right, high plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, hips go up and back, down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back as your arms come overhead. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a breath, catch your breath here. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, swing your arms down with your left arm coming under your right. Bend your elbows, fronts of the hands come together, or you can twist one more time at your wrists. Inhale. Exhale, sit your hips back and down, finding chair. This time, we're going to really shift the weight into our right leg. Lifting our left foot up, and then crossing our left leg over our right, and maybe crossing again at the ankle. Keep your hips square, gaze is forward. Find your balance. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, maybe go a little deeper. Then on your next inhale, begin to straighten your right leg. Keep your left leg lifted as you bend it in towards your chest. Release your arms overhead. Exhale, bend your right knee and step your left foot to the back of the mat, coming into crescent lunge. Just breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, framing your right foot. Push the mat away and lift up your right heel. Bring it back down. Push the mat away, lift the right heel. And down. One more time, push the mat away, lift the right heel. It can just be a millimeter, it doesn't have to be much. Let it back down. All right, stay here for a second, rest before we move forward. Now push the mat away and lift up your entire right foot, curling it in toward your midline so your knee comes toward your chest. Set it back down. All right, one more time. Push the mat away, curl the right foot up and in, knee to chest. Set it back down. Push the mat away, curl the right foot in. Roll onto the inner edge of your left foot. As you lift your left arm to the sky, kick the right foot out in front of you for fallen triangle. Lift those hips up really high. You got this. Just breathe. One more breath here. Then release your left hand to the mat as you bring your right knee back into your chest. Set the right foot down in between your hands. Stay here in your low crescent lunge with your hands framing your right foot. Just breathe. All right, push the mat away and lift up your right foot, curling it in. And set it down. Push the mat away, curl your right foot up and in. Set it down. One more time, push the mat away, curl the right foot up and in. This time roll onto the outer edge of that back left foot, shoot the right foot down on top of the left foot, and lift your right arm to the sky for side plank Vashisthasana. Continue to breathe here. Breathe as you push the mat away, find that length, find your strength. One more inhale. And exhale, bring your right hand to the mat, step the right foot forward in between your hands. Find your stability. Then you're going to cartwheel your arms up, releasing your left heel onto the mat, finding warrior two. Heel to arch alignment, back foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Just breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale as you bend your left knee, turn it outward, turn those toes outward, coming into your goddess or temple squat. Both knees are bent, all 10 toes are turned outward. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, squat down again, arms to a T. Inhale, arms overhead, legs straighten. Exhale, T those arms out and squat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, come up. Exhale and squat. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, squat and hold this time. Stay in your goddess pose. Just breathe, find the length in your chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, twist your torso and everything to the front of the room. Crescent pose, right knee bends, left leg is straight. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the mat, framing the right foot. Step the right foot back to next to the left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, shift those hips up and back for your down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Then release your knees to the mat. Open your knees up a little wider than normal and send your hips back. Stretching your hands forward. Forehead comes to the mat. Just breathe for a moment in child's pose. All right, push your hands into the mat and walk them back near your knees, so they're in front of your knees. Knees should come to hips with distance now and rise up into a kneeling position so your hips are lifted. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, look up at your thumbs. You're in a back bend here. You're already in camel or ustrasana. You're just in a softer variation of it. Push your hips forward. Make sure they're not sinking back. Now you can stay here and start to bring your biceps closer to your ears, feeling more of that chest opening and that heart opening feeling. Keep breathing as you stay here. Continue to shift those hips forward. Stability, use your core and just focus on the breath. Take another breath. And then on your next inhale, lift your torso all the way up. Release your hands onto the mat, walk them out, set your hips back and down, come back into child's pose. Inhale, lift your hips, walk your hands back in front of your knees, and come up into a kneeling position. Bring your arms overhead, cross the thumbs, look up at your thumbs. All right, stay here or bring the biceps closer to the ears, keeping the rest of your body where it is, so that those hips pointing forward, pushing forward, the torso lifted, a little bit of a back bend. If you feel really comfortable here and you know you can go further, maybe take a little bit of a deeper back bend, but ensure that you've got your hips pushing forward. The minute they start to go back and that they're not in line with your knees, or in front of your knees, then you've got to come out of the pose or come out of the depth of the pose. Continue to breathe. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat, set the hips back and down, child's pose. All right, walk your hands back, come onto your shins. Let's do camel one more time. Bring your hands up overhead, palms touch, cross at the thumbs. Inhale as you look up at the thumbs. This is your back bend. If you want to stay here, that's totally cool. You can push your hips forward a little more and just stay here. Otherwise, you can bring your biceps near your ears, getting a little bit deeper into that back bend. Pushing those hips forward. Really keep those hips going past your thighs and your knees. I mean, not crazy, but just a little bit more forward than that. So you can hold yourself here in the back bend. You can always go a little bit deeper if you know you have that in your practice, if that is in your mobility. Continue to breathe. And then come up on your inhale. Set your hands down in front of you. Hips go back and down. One more child's pose. Move forward onto your hands and then lower your elbows, bringing your body all the way down to the mat. Stretch your left arm out to the left. So just teed it out to the side. Right hand is still pressing into the mat near your chest. Kick the right heel in towards your hips and push the right hand into the mat so you can roll onto the outer left edge of your body, bringing that right leg up and over and then setting the sole of the right foot on the floor behind you, finding a twist here. Patrice, you should have this straight out. That'll make it easier. Keep breathing. And then move your right knee back over to the right, untwisting your body, bringing your head down to the mat, face down. Then bring your left hand in towards your chest. So it's just pressing into the mat at the outside of your chest. Reach your right arm out to a T, wide out to the side. Kick your left foot in towards your hips and roll onto the outer side, the right side of your body, into your right hip. Picking up the left knee, bringing it behind you, and stepping the sole of the left foot onto the floor behind you. Finding a twist. Come back into center, releasing that twist. Bring both hands in next to your chest. Push the mat away as you lift yourself up and push back into your child's pose position. Hips onto heels, arms stretched out. Find this resting pose. And push up onto your hands and knees, and in whatever manner you choose, turn around and come down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Grab the outsides of your knees with your hands and open your knees out to the outside of your rib cage. Then reach through and between your knees with your arms so that your elbows come to the insides of your knees. And try to grab your big toes with your peace fingers and thumb. If you can't do that, you can just grab your ankles with your hands. We're going to come into happy baby. So you're going to pull those knees continuously down to the outside of your rib cage, but lift the feet up towards the ceiling as if you could paint your footprints on the ceiling. Feet are flexed. Back is long and straight on the mat here. Head is on the mat. You're not tucking your chin, neither are you jutting it up into space. You're just finding neutral, finding that length in your body. Take another breath here. And release your happy baby pose. Give your knees a nice squeeze into your chest, one last squeeze. And then extend your legs down on the mat. Open them up at least hips width distance, maybe as wide as the mat. Arms come down by your sides, palms face up. Relax everything, just let it all go. Let your tension go, let any breath work you're doing go. Just return to a normal, neutral, resting breath. And find Shavasana. Slowly return to the room, to the space, to your body. Being aware of how you feel. Any certain things you want to do, ways you want to move your body. Maybe you feel at this moment you don't want to move. Maybe you feel like you do. Just be in touch with that, with how you feel. If you do want to move, and if you want to come out of Shavasana, it's a choice. You can start to wiggle your toes and fingers, or you can just bring your hands into your heart, place them over your chest. Bend your knees and either roll to one side or grab the underside of one knee or both and rock up. If you've rolled to the side, maybe push your hands into the mat, push yourself up. Come to a gentle seated position that feels good in your body. Allow your hands to fall wherever they may. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Palms together. Thank you so much for practicing with us today. Namaste.